Good morning. Welcome to online video tutorial of Sai Vidya Institute of Technology. Today we will be discussing about the concepts variation on mutation analysis and what is the faulty based adequacy criteria. We will discuss these two topics today. Yes, we know that in our previous session we discussed about what is a mutation analysis, what is fault-based testing, and what is a mutation analysis. So these two concepts are related to those topics. So mutation analysis, we know that when we make some changes to the program under test, that we call it as a seeded faults, right? So this seeded faults, what is the impact of that we are going to analyze, so that we call it as a mutation analysis. So now variations on mutation analysis. Here the mutation analysis process, it is described in the preceding sections, which kills the mutations based on the outputs. So by looking into the outputs, you will kill the mutants over there which are produced by the execution of the test cases. So this we call it as a strong mutation analysis. That is, if you kill the mutants based on the outputs which are produced by executing the test cases, we call it as a strong mutation analysis. Then what is weak mutation analysis? So here, this weak mutation analysis, it decreases the number of tests to be executed by killing the mutants when they produce a different intermediate state, rather than waiting for a difference in the final result or observable program behavior. So your weak mutation analysis, in the sense where the mutation analysis, that is where you kill the mutants without waiting for the outputs, that is the final result. You won't wait for the final result. So in between the intermediate state itself, if you kill the mutants, then we call it as a weak mutation analysis. So here you will not wait for the outputs that will be produced by executing the test cases. So what kind of behavior the program is exhibiting, so that you are not observing at all. And then so in between that execution itself, if you kill the mutant in the intermediate state itself, then we call it as a weak mutation analysis. So this is about the variations in the mutation analysis, strong mutation analysis and weak mutation analysis. And the next concept is a fault-based adequacy criteria. So here, given a program, so a program is given, and then a test suite T will be there. Now, mutation analysis, it consists of the following steps. You should have the minimum these criteria over there. So that is, select the mutation operators and then generate the mutants, then distinguish the mutant. These three steps you need to carry out before when you are going for the mutation analysis process. So first step is select the mutation operators. If we are interested in a specific class of faults, we may select a set of mutation operators which are relevant to those faults. Then in the second step, generate the mutants. So mutants will be generated mechanically by applying the mutation operators. That is, the patterns will be applied to the program, to the original program, so that you will get a mutants of that program. So that is the second step, generate the mutants. And third step is distinguish the mutants. Now execute the original program and each generated mutant with the test cases in T, so that there you can distinguish the mutants over there. So a mutant is killed when it can be distinguished from the original program. When you go for distinguishing the mutant with the original program, so if the mutant is able to distinguish from the original program, in the sense, then you will be killing that mutant. So that mutant is killed when it can be distinguished from the original program. So these are the three steps, and this table shows you the sample of mutants for the program induced. So in the previous session we discussed the program, right? So for that program, so they are given mutants, sample mutants which are induced into that program. And this is a table, this is a set of mutants that is obtained by applying the mutant operators. So TS here you can see it is a test suite. Okay, it consists of the test cases 1U, 1D, 2U, 2D, 2M, and longer the test cases. So TS is nothing but it is a test suite. So this MY, MJ, MK, ML, so these are the mutants, mutant IDs they have given for the mutant. So these are the operators, that is the patterns that you are induced into the program. So this is the difference between original and the mutant. So they have noted in this column, and the particular, the respective line numbers where they have induced these patterns that they have mentioned here. Now you can see the test cases that have been run in the test suite. So by that, whatever the mutant you will be able to distinguish from the original program, that respective mutant will be killed by looking into the output. Next is a mutant can remain live for two reasons. That is, if the mutant is distinguished only, you can kill that mutant, right? So when you can have the live mutants in the sense, so there are two reasons for that. First thing is the mutant can be distinguished from the original program, but the test suite T does not contain a test case that distinguishes them. When you don't have the sufficient test cases to distinguish that mutant in the sense, then the mutant can be alive. And second reason is that the mutant cannot be distinguished from the original program by any test case. So you have the sufficient test case over there, then also you can't distinguish that mutant from the original program in the sense, then the mutant will be alive. So these are the two reasons for the mutant that can remain live. Thank you.